Hey there everyone, it's AJ Van Richtel and it is time for another video. And in today's video, I'm only going to be focusing on one of my Inktober pieces because this will also allow me a bit of time to focus on my up and coming projects and give you a bit of news on them. So as you're probably aware, A Collision of Worlds, my first trilogy series, is coming to a conclusion at the end of this year or early next year, with a release date for the third and final book planned at some point soon, which I will reveal eventually, for the Tears of Siren Sacrifice, which is the third book in that particular series. But I want to talk about what's next. And this kind of image that I'm doing now kind of signifies that I'm sort of getting ready for thinking about what will be coming next year. So I've already alluded to these things previously on other videos and on my other social medias as well. But my next project is going to be known as the Eternal Scions project. And that's going to be a 2-book series which will hopefully kickstart the beginning of a light novel series that I plan on developing over the next 5 years or so. So that's what my plan is for that at the moment. And this particular character is known as the Angel of Death, or Auriel, as she refers to herself. And here comes Pandora in the shot to help me with my drawing again. So I've really enjoyed Inktober this year and getting an understanding of not just using ink and things to create my images, but also using, getting used to poses and things. Now, I noticed that I have started doing a lot of 3/4 poses which facing the particular direction, and I need to kind of work on that to make sure that I can do multiple different poses and things. But I've really focused on doing action poses and sort of stand-up poses that are not boring, and also working on what the silhouettes would look like as well, because I'm really interested in silhouettes and things as well. And that's why I've focused on shapes and what they look like, because I want them to look like you would be able to tell who that particular character is, even if there was no detail there. And that is what I am really enjoying doing at the moment. So I particularly really like the guns that I managed to do here, the sort of texture and the feel of the guns. I slow down a little bit there just so you can see. But the colour, I managed to get this sort of bronzy type colour for the blunderbuss, that 2 blunderbuss that she uses. And yeah, I just really liked how I managed to get that effect. I also really like the effect of the scythe as well, that I managed to get there with the shape and things. But yeah, that's kind of what I did there. Now, I decided that I was going to use a purpley colour, and yeah, this happened, and well, I thought it was gone. I thought the piece had gone, but I managed to blot it out and then kind of go over it. Luckily, the image was a darker image anyway, because her colour scheme is black and purple. So I managed to make that blend in, and that's another thing that I've learned through doing Inktober this year, is that just because something might go wrong, it doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot keep using it. A piece that I did recently, yesterday I think it was actually, the piece before that, I accidentally allowed some of the ink to bleed through onto that page after I'd done the line work and stuff already for that piece. But I managed to make it work and continued using that particular piece. I just forgot to put my little slip of paper behind the page to stop it from going through, because I did 2 sketches in one sort of go, as it were. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this particular piece turned out. I'm really happy with the colours, the silhouettes and things like that. Now, doing things with black I find really tricky, because it's you could do it, and then it just ends up. So I've not actually used jet black for this particular piece. I've used a really dark grey and then a light grey for like the highlights, and I think that really works quite well on this particular piece. As with all of the pieces that I do then move on to like doing sort of line work with the fine liner again, just to solidify the lines that I've already done. But another thing that I've really enjoyed with this particular Inktober piece is I've managed to focus on a few different things. So like I've been focusing on getting the boots right, like feet and things like that as well. And I just feel as though this particular Inktober project, I've kind of come on a fair bit, and I hope you will go check out my Instagram to see what other ones I have done for this. And yeah, I just think this year, because I've been able to focus on like my own characters and getting those done, I've not really focused on the prompts or anything like that, but I just feel as though I have done quite a lot already, and it's only day 13, and I'm just really like interested and in doing that, and I'm kind of got new ideas every day that I want to do, and hopefully I'll continue doing that after Inktober has finished. But yeah, that's kind of like where I am with Inktober at the moment. I am going to do a sketchbook Inktober tour at the end of Inktober, so I hope you will come and check that out. Also, last week I did do a stream on AJ Creation Studios, with Twitch, and I did another Inktober piece there as well. I'm planning on doing a stream later on today, so when this video comes out it'll be about 5:30 my time. A couple of hours later I will be doing a stream, so go and check out my Twitch channel, which I'll post in the link description box below. Register, and then you'll get a notification as to when I start streaming. I'm going to do another Inktober piece again, just because it's obviously that time of the year. So as I said, I'm really happy with how this turned out. It took me about 2 hours to do overall. So until next time, ta-ra!
I can't believe it. He's left me all on my own again, and without even bringing me into this video. This is ridiculous. I'm Inktavius III. I can't believe that he's done this to me again and just completely forgotten about adding me to a video once more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hijack one of his videos later on in the week, and you will get a bonus video with me.